Sympathies for Aruna Quadri, always represented Nigeria at the highest level with everything he's had, and for him to have to pull out through combination of the thigh injury and fatigue is sad, but it is what it is, and we wish him soonest recover.
This is Sports Zone on Lagos Talks 91.3.
Probably the one story that jumps out at me is the Red Bull story. I've always had this feeling about Red Bull that they from the one team that cuts close, they maneuver very close to the limits of legality in the sports. And there's another story which buttresses that my belief. You know, the construction of the car, having a device that raises the floor and all that.
But they said during the race they don't do that.
No, did you read the story?
Yes, I have. I'm saying that one of the, I can't remember his name now, said one of their...
That's what they will say now. They will say they cut it very close. They don't necessarily break the rule, but they come amazingly, alarmingly close to
so
it.
It's not it's not an legal problem, it's an ethical problem.
I think it's against the spirit of the sport, isn't it? You know,
I just feel there's a witch. There's this witch hunt, like there's this, they're always just biting.
I don't think so,
because remember what they did to Max. Right, and now in Max press conferences, it doesn't say so much. It goes because
he shouldn't, because he should be actually. I mean, the Max's very first title was based on.
So does that mean
it was based on the breach of ethics, as far as I'm concerned?
Breach of ethics?
Yeah,
was it his fault?
No,
he drove.
But he
drove. How is that's not his doing? If it's guilty, that's not even his doing. But the man wasn't even found guilty.
Yeah, as I said, I'm picking my words right. I said they sail amazingly close to the edge.
I just feel that there's this bad belly thing against Red Bull. I don't get it.
I think there's something about them.
They're good. They're a good car. They've got good drivers. Yes, Sergio Perez can be a bit better, but currently, when we mention Max,
they had the best car up till now. But the best car, do we now know? Do we know whether the best car was actually the very best, or it was using, as we said, slightly unethical?
I think that McLaren are just making too much noise, because in their mind, Lando Norris is going to challenge for that title.
Okay, yeah, it's not in their mind. In fact,
it's not going to. He's going to still lose the title. Max will still win it.
Let's wait and see.
All right, time will tell. We're going to Austin this weekend, no?
Yeah. Another good story is Finidi George.
Oh, it's a brilliant story.
With the Rivers United.
It's brilliant.
They're doing well.
Finidi is doing great.
Still unbeaten this season.
Yes, 7 games. Finidi is doing great in the MPFL. Doing good.
Yeah, he's a fantastic guy, and I have, as I said, I've only had the pleasure of meeting him once, but that once I met him is, I mean, of course, I feel as if I've known him since 1990 something when I first saw him break out at Sharks and all that. But absolutely brilliant man, and I'm happy that he showed the courage of his convictions. He's a man of immense dignity and personal strength, with what he did, resigning, walking away from Super Eagles and rebuilding his career with Rivers United. So it's looking good, and very happy for Ikorodu City as well. Registering their second point.
Yeah.
Was second or third?
Second draw. The first draw was Kwara United.
Okay, and away from home.
Yeah.
And it means our man.
Heartland.
Heartland
haven't lost in 3.
Yeah, but I mean, you should have been expected to beat a struggling. Should have been a definite 3-pointer for the home side now.
With what the Ikorodu City are going through now, after that resignation of the manager, the results have taken an upward turn.
Yeah, but you know what I mean now. I mean, we're talking about Ikorodu City coming to. Those are the kind of games. Okay, you'll say that your first few games of the season were against the shining lights of the MPFL. But you must be taking
new manager points
of the likes of
new manager Babs.
Yeah, maybe new manager. What else is in the new sound that caught my attention?
Paul.
Paul who?
Paul Pogba. That caught my attention. I love him.
I don't.
And I like what he said. He's spoken from his heart.
I don't. I'm indifferent to him. Honestly, I think he's a player that was gifted with outrageous talent, and I would say Didier Mario Balotelli, because he is a World Cup winner. You can't take that away. But I think he would have come. He should have been one of the greats. But he was somebody that just took too much attention, too much interest in things outside the stadium. Very, very poor attitude, surrounded by.
At Juventus, this guy was a baller. You cannot use the couple of years he spent at United to judge his whole career. No, that's not been fair.
That should have been the meat of his
career. Do you remember that midfield three of Pogba, Vidal, and Pello?
Yes,
those guys were ballers, and they played the Champions League final.
Yeah, that was
so you cannot you cannot judge. And in that interview he granted, one of the things Pogba mentioned was the fact that he also saw that Man United wasn't making progress, and he told Woodward and Ole he wanted to leave. But he did not let him leave, so he just ran his contract out.
No, whatever.
Now mentally he was out of it. So
Juventus was never in it.
No, but Juventus.
Mentally, do you know there was time Mourinho made him club captain? Do you know it to be the captain of?
No, he was never the club captain.
He was Mourinho made him check it.
I checked
it again. I'm a United fan. He was club captain. Mourinho made him club captain to encourage him. I'm stating this fact.
Okay, I'll bring out the information.
Yes. No.
But I've just mentioned to you, for every Man United story you mentioned, there's a Juventus and there's France. Played the European final.
But I did say that. I said it's a World Cup winner, so you can't tell. But I still fulfill I could have done much better. Do you know there are players? Let me try and look for it. There are players of infinitely limited, talent compared to Pogba, who have done much more with their careers.
And there are many who've done less. Playing the World Cup final.
They have that level of talent.
Playing in the World Cup final, being a key part of that France midfield.
Oh, yeah. Was he the shining light in Juve? He wasn't.
He was.
No, he was not.
Oh, my goodness.
He was just he was a cog in a very good. He was not. It was Pello. Pello was the genius. The genius in that midfield. Pello, Pogba was just there, you know.
I'm going through the list now. Pogba was never mentioned as United captain.
Well, he was United
was Rooney, captain. After Rooney was Carrick. Carrick was Antonio Valencia. Valencia was Ashley Young. Young was Harry Maguire.
Mourinho made him captain when he was at United. Maybe not permanent captain, but after a time, his behavior off the field made Mourinho take the captaincy away from him.
What he was the vice captain.
Well, he captained United quite a few times, and he was never permanent captain because his behavior was very shabby. And in leaving Polo, sympathies for Aruna Quadri, always represented Nigeria at the highest level with everything he's had, and for him to have to pull out through combination of the thigh injury and fatigue is sad, but it is what it is, and we wish him soonest recover. Aruna is getting on a bit. So the question with us table tennis authorities now, where is the next Aruna Quadri coming from?
Well, they're working around the clock to get one now, and that's why I like this squad that they took for this tournament. There are many young players. There are many young players there, and I think it's very good. One story that I saw in the news now, I've been following and I enjoy, is this under 17. You know, a lot of times I haven't had reasons to watch
the Flamengos.
Yes. Now I'm enjoying the story because I like the hype before the tournament. The manager goes, we're going for the cup. Whether it's a tall order or not, he's put the target for us.
Coaches is the end of EFL.
Yeah. Nigel Rattles.
Okay.
I know. So he's put down. The first game was New Zealand, which was a bit easy in quotes. Because as the tournament goes forward, it becomes a bit more difficult. Yeah. So I'm excited because there are quite a lot of names there. And I think there's one very popular name there that everyone is looking out for. The daughter to a popular event planner in Lagos. So.
What I'm actually looking at is, I'm looking more at Bankole Lokere. I'm looking at a situation whereby we have coaches at that level that grow with the girls. You know, it's coaching them at under 17 now. You know, maybe the next is under 21, you know, so you know them, you know, we have a developmental squad, so what we do is keep on adding to that, you know, so that way, you know, we have a pool of talent, and coaches, instead of having to scout the world for foreign coaches and all that. Yeah, but it's early days. So that's, as I said, I'm never too stressed about the results that young kids get in all these in all these age grade competitions, because basically it's about seeing how far we can go and using it as a hunting ground for the talent for both the Super Eagles and the Super Falcons.
Okay.
You have messages?
Oh yeah, there are quite a number. EPL is back. Hoping my darling Chelsea gets one over Liverpool this weekend.
That should be a good game now.
You know, I have to say this. As much as we want to celebrate, you know, what happened between Rangers and Kano Pillars, you know, 7-goal thriller. As of last year, the NPFL was the 9th best league on the African continent. As of this season, 2023, 24, 25, you know, and according to CAF, the best leagues in Africa, the top 10 does not have the NPFL.
Whoever did that report is not factual.
This is a CAF report.
CAF is wrong on that.
This is a CAF report.
CAF is wrong on
and
it.
And the top 10 leagues.
The person is a liar.
Yes.
The top 10 leagues on the African continent has Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, South Africa,
Okay, we can manage.
Tunisia.
That's where it stops.
DR Congo, Tanzania,
We can never agree.
Angola, Sudan, Sudan, and Guinea.
Sudan.
Those are the top 10 leagues on the African continent.
DR Congo. How many clubs does DR Congo have that are bigger than Nigeria clubs?
We have a lot of work to do, to be honest. I think falling off the top 10 rating is not good news.
No, but
It's
sincerely
not good
asking, what was the merit or what was the yardstick? What was the parameters they used to measure the metrics to get this? Because you can't. How do you mean? What do you mean? Has a Guinea club done anything on the Africans in the last 5 years?
What is a Nigerian? The last time a Nigerian team got to the group stage of the CAF Champions League was in 2019. That was Lobby Stars.
And that's why. So I'm asking, in the last 5 years, what has a Guinea club done to be ahead of us? Nothing.
I don't agree.
Well, you don't agree with what?
With what he said. No,
it's not what I said. It's not what I said. It's according to CAF.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't know where you got this fact from.
I said it's according to CAF. Check CAF.
So the question I ask you is that AFL that CAF organized last year, why didn't they put a Guinea and an Angolan club there?
Check the one for last year. And I was concerned with Nigeria being on the list. Last year, Nigeria was number 9.
But there was no Guinea there now.
I don't remember if Guinea was there or not. I just remember that Nigeria was on the list last year.
All these facts are subject to interpretation.
Some days ago, people were criticizing Fidelis Ilichukwu for losing 4-3 at home to Rangers. Are you aware that Fidelis didn't get to the stadium until the conclusion of the first half of that game due to delay from him returning from international duty? He entered the dressing room and made some changes, which resulted in the team scoring 3 goals back. Sometimes facts need to be gotten before criticism.
But what you just posted, I don't see the rationale behind what you just posted. In his absence as an assistant coach, when he was with the national team, this is not his first time. The assistant coach took charge of the team. I don't think that Fidelis being there or not is justifiable reason to say that Kano Pillars got their win because of his absence. I don't think that in any way makes any sense to me, to be honest. It doesn't. And what he also failed to say in that story is that the referee extended the time by as much as 14 minutes after the regulation time. Now, where did those extra minutes come from? If you can explain that.
Are you accusing the referee of malfeasance?
I'm just saying, he's saying what happened in the course of the game. And I'm also adding this to what happened in the course of the game.
Are you accusing the referee of malfeasance?
Very good story.
Plus, just to add to what you've said, Fidelis trained this team. So with or without the manager, his philosophy should be there.
Exactly.
So if they lost, they lost. Because remember, Remo were winning without Daniel Ogumo today.
Yeah.
So because they lost now, you now say, oh, no, now they won. The assistant manager still won without
for
him.
me, I'm looking at, as you know, I'm interested. I'm curious. This 40 minutes injury time, did it have was there no 40 minutes? Is it a story? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. Is there a story there?
I have permission to read my messages, please. You should let me know.
You see, for me, CAF must do the right thing. They must do the right thing.
What's the right thing, Kelvin?
From the voice I heard from newspaper Stone that day, you could hear the frustration in his voice. I can't. If not me go to, I just can't imagine what they went through that day.
That must have been crazy, though.
I'm telling you, I just can't. An abandoned airport. No, CAF, they know the right thing to do, but I'm pessimistic that the right thing might not be done. I'm entitled to my opinion. So I don't know, but we are watching.
All right.
Let's see how it goes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right,
And
Kelvin.
even the finest airports are very uncomfortable.
It says, I bet CAF should not disagree the continent because of bribes and take the right decision.
Come on. What, bribes? Are you saying...
I pity CAF if they don't vote for Nigeria. Everything there, they don't give Nigeria. CAF are in trouble. Chuksopia says, there's no bad belly against Red Bull. Ensuring your competitor doesn't have any undue advantage is common in F1. Red Bull are the leading team against the DAS complaint against Mercedes years ago. So this isn't different.
I think there is some sort of dislike, because when Mercedes was winning season in, season out, nobody came up with any kind of excuses whatsoever, and then all of a sudden the needle has moved and everyone sort of now believes, ever since Verstappen started winning, where's Hamilton been? How many races has he won this year?
Shots this morning.
Where's he been?
Fired.
The issue. The issue is cheating. The issue is pushing. Is pushing the ribbon. The issue, or is what's the word? Sketching very close to the line of illegality. And even Verstappen's very first win was based on a flagrant and blatant illegality.
No, in your opinion, no, because it's registered as a win. It's registered as a win.
Why didn't the FIA strip him of it?
Exactly.
Because the sporting authorities were cowardly.
Yeah.
You want to be a part of us? First off, follow us across all social media pages at Lagos Talks 913 is our handle, and of course, kindly like, share, subscribe, and make sure you're a part of the Lagos Talks family.